Okay.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Sorry, I
know. I was just like, I'm just gonna say hello.
Yeah, me as well.
You're dealing with Ari. I was like, I'll say hi to the people.
Okay, hello. How is everyone? Here we are for sprints. Do I remember how to do these? Probably not, because I've just disappeared from sprints other than on other people's channels, and I don't have to really do anything then, to be honest with you. Do we want to just say what we're reading? I don't feel like we need to introduce ourselves. Like, I feel like that's
Probably not
redundant.
at this point.
I think the four of us have introduced ourselves on everyone's channels a significant amount of times.
I don't have the book jacket because it's over there, but I'm reading Catherine House. Where my bookmark is, I'm pretty sure is not where I actually am in the audio, because I listened to the audio earlier when I was doing chores, and I don't really. These are not numbered chapters. Okay, so
no, and they're long.
They're so long.
They're so long.
I have no idea what this book is about. It feels like a 3-star to me.
That's what I gave it.
I'm enjoying it, but like I don't understand what's happening.
Oh no.
So that's all I can really tell you.
I cannot wait for this live show. This live show.
I'm very excited to read this book.
So much fun. This live show is going to be a good time.
Reni picked a good one.
If
anyone wants to join us on the live show, this is our book club pick, Bessie's book club pick for January. And Kelsey is officially now part of the Bessie's book club. That missed that because it wasn't really like an official announcement.
I put it as an official announcement in my readathon announcement video.
Great.
Yes, I remember. Oh, wait, I don't know
if it hasn't gone up yet, but I filmed.
I was like, wait, I think I remember you talking about it, but
that hasn't.
I definitely said things on sprints, like when you
somewhere,
were in.
Yeah, it was said. Yeah.
I definitely said something on sprints. Okay, Brittany, you want to talk about what you?
I don't have the dust jacket either, so there's no point in me holding it up. But I'm reading Babel or Babel, whichever.
How are you liking
it? I am loving it. Okay. It is not okay. It is not a book for everybody. I don't think everybody would love this book. I really, really don't, because it does read slightly like a textbook.
I'd probably
in some ways. About like the origin of languages. Like I have learned more about the origin of languages than I have ever learned anywhere in life. But I'm enjoying my time with it, and I'm enjoying the dark academia-ness of it. And I definitely think that you need the audiobook because of the origin of languages, all the things. Like there's Chinese characters, like Mandarin, and I can't read those.
Yeah.
So, you have the audio though, right?
I do. And I don't know how you read Babel without the audiobook.
I also have the Audible for Babel. I got it off of Scribd.
So I would recommend the audio for Babel. I think you need both. Like you couldn't just listen to the audiobook either. You would be sorely confused.
Are you tabbing things?
No.
Okay. Maybe
I'm just annotate books very often.
I really think I'm just like the nerd in this group that just tabs everything.
I don't either.
I've never tabbed anything.
I'm starting to tab more.
Because like I tabbed, like this isn't like a lot for people that like actually tab, but like this is a lot of tabs for me. Like I tabbed a lot in this book.
I mean, you can't be as nerdy as I still need to send you this link. Like these match the books that I'm reading. Like they're for specific.
Oh, I need that link because honestly, if I had these are just like tabs I got off of Amazon. Like somebody who was like, get these tabs and I bought them type thing. Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing with tabbing. I need tabs that match my books though, because like this book, I used blue tabs because the book is blue.
I just put the link for you in the chat.
I would do the same thing as well.
I appreciate it because I would pay extra for matching tabs. Okay, your turn, Reni.
I am reading out of purely peer pressure and FOMO. Man called Obey. So I'm not planning on reading this because I have like 12 books. Actually, I have like 10 now, and I still have not finished Magic Lies and Deadly Pies, but I'll finish that tomorrow. But I have 25% left, and I have not cried. So apparently, I have no heart.
No, I didn't cry that
I
early
might not cry.
either. You're fine.
Okay.
You still have time. Kelsey, you're up.
Oh, yes. I think we kind of did a zigzag.
We
there.
did a zigzag.
I'm
I
reading
did it wrong.
also
My
A Man
bad.
Called Ove. It's okay. And I'm just starting it. So
Wonderful. Let's read these.
I'm ready to cry. Well, we'll see if it makes me cry.
You probably won't in the first bit.
No, if so, it's going to be a long
It'll be
book.
tomorrow before you cry, or a little
Yeah.
ways.
Hello, Jean. Hello, Chrissy. So if anyone does not know who Chrissy is, you probably don't. I actually met Chrissy through digital planning.
Oh, fun.
Because that was like my first like big community that I was like in the internet world in I guess digital planning for me was like 2019 before anyone cared about digital planning.
Back in the day.
YouTube account on this? Yes, I will tomorrow. Hello, Tina. I'm sorry. It's a rough mom night over here. Hello, Jess. How are you? Hello, Alexis. Hello. Hello, Bree. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Am I enjoying Catherine House? Yes. Listen, I'm having like a fun. The experience of the book is fun. The twistedness of like not understanding what the heck is going on. That's fun. But I don't know what's happening. And like I want to like this book because Lexi really liked it. But she also said when she said that she liked it, that it would not necessarily be like a book everyone likes. And I'll say that like the writing is good. I just don't know what's going on. So
I concur.
Yeah. 1% of Zodiac Academy left, so basically 4 pages. Now we'll go back to Praise by Sarah Kate. Didn't you just read this, Reni?
I did, and it was 5 stars, so I have to know what you're
I grabbed that on Kindle Unlimited. So it's sitting there. It'll be part of my Kindle Unlimited my Kindle Unlimited video because I'm really trying to focus on like books I have on my shelf, books I already have that are bought on my Kindle that like I bought a while back and didn't read, and then also my Kindle Unlimited because I feel like I do not also Libby, but Libby I can be a little bit different with Libby because like I can always check it back out.
Yeah,
and I don't pay for that, but I pay for Kindle Unlimited, and I don't think I use it enough.
Yeah.
Starting to read Prison Healer. This sounds awesome. Hello, Taylor. Reading A Court of. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, did that comment just
I thought it was just
everybody else?
Missing Fury, and she's on chapter 12. Wonderful.
Love that.
Okay, so I'm gonna be really transparent. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I've read half of A Court of Missing Fury.
The beginning's boring.
Well, here's the other
through.
thing. I don't think that I am made to read fantasy on my Kindle.
Yeah, I can
and
see
when
that.
when I bought A Court of Thorns and Roses, I bought like on Kindle, if you buy like all of the books all together, you get a little bit of a discount, and that's what I did.
Okay.
So I basically bought the box set, but not through Kindle. And we're gonna get through this read along of Throne of Glass that I just spent $110 on, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and buy. I think it's like $80 or something for the box set of the next. So I'm gonna buy it as a box set.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince my sister to let me keep these copies.
Oh, I love those.
Because they're not available anymore, and now everyone charges like $300 for one. And my sister was like, "Oh, I bought them years ago," and I was like, "Do you want them?" And she was like, "How much do they go for now?" And I was telling her, and she was like, "Oh, I'll just sell them." I was like, "No, you won't. You get me."
I personally don't hate the current covers, but also,
I like them. Yeah,
the covers that I have on Kindle are the current covers, so they don't bother me.
Yeah,
like I think that they fit the books.
Yeah.
I might save Heartstopper for Brittany's sprints tomorrow.
That's good.
Wow, week of sprints, really.
I have done sprints every day this week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What time's your sprints tomorrow?
Yeah, what time?
10 Eastern?
Morning, I'm assuming.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
We're asking you, do you need friends?
Let me double check that, but I think that's what it is.
I think it's 10 a.m. Eastern.
I'm trying to do the time change. Is more of my thinking. Is like, do I have the time right and also the time change?
But what we're all asking you is, do you need friends or do you have
10 a.m. Eastern? No, I've got a couple new people coming on.
Okay, great.
Oh yay!
In from the comments, I need to actually buy Heartstopper like as a set. The lovely Michelle from Michelle's Library sent me this for Christmas.
I love that cover.
Yeah, I already read this. I actually binge read this on Bree from Four Paws in a Book, her Thanksgiving sprints, because I was on those because my sister has the book. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna borrow it, and then I just like binge read it on the sprints. So I finished it in like a day. But there's stuff I want to tab, so I'm gonna reread it. Honestly. Pleading the Fish by Bree Baker, 30 pages left.
Lovely.
Wonderful. These cozy mystery titles are everything. Hello, Chris.
I did get fun book mail though. I got my book.
Ooh,
yay!
I love this cover so much.
Oh, I just got this book, Lauren. Little Secrets by
me
Jennifer.
too.
So I would love to hear what you're thinking about it.
Little Secrets. Yeah, I need to read. So Jennifer Hillier, I have a few of her books in my Kindle Unlimited library, and I need to get them because I have Jar of Hearts in there, and everybody's like, "You need to read it." And I'm like, "Okay."
Well, and the other one, things to do in the dark, things to.
Oh, I'm reading that for a challenge video that I'm doing next month.
That was fantastic too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just so annoyed with myself that I keep because I have 20 books checked out from Kindle Unlimited, and they're just sitting there, staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
Which I kind of scared myself with the last one that I tried to read for Smudathon. So, fine. Hi ML. Hello, Lisies. Hello, Paige. So nice to see you. We love Paige.
We do love Paige.
No, Paige. You never met Paige actually, because I think the only time she was on my channel was at like 2 a.m.
I also want to read this book.
Yes, I also want to read
book. So good.
So Ollie and ML are reading Daisy Darker and doing dishes. Hello, Pat. Happy Friday. Nice. Is this figures or pictures?
Yeah, it was like
figures.
Hidden figures. Okay. 50% to go. Gonna work on a diamond dot and listen.
I think it's a historical fiction.
Yes.
Oh yes.
It's
about the Black women in NASA.
The one with Viola Davis, right? I think she's
the Black women in NASA. Well, I was thinking about that, and actually, that's one of the ones that I voted. I read that last year. Well, I reread it last year because I've read it before, and it's so good. Trying to get back in digital planning. Too much to do. I remember you used to do Twitch. We go back that far. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I did used to do Twitch. We're not going to talk about it, okay?
I didn't know that.
I mean, my Twitch is still up. Like, you could, I don't know if you could still watch the streams. I think I saved a few of the streams. But, like, I have a digital planning YouTube channel, too. It only has, like, 30 subscribers. But I used to do Twitch streams once a week and, like, show people what I was doing in my digital planner.
We didn't do laundry.
I know your brother's doing laundry. I have 100 pages left of praise. Previously read Eyes on Me, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that everyone knows my schedule better than I do.
Right.
Kelsey's always like, no, it's this time, or the people in the comments.
Or like, send the link.
People, no, oh yeah, I'm horrible at that.
That's okay. I don't mind.
I'm really bad at sending the link.
And I'm just like, if I don't have the link, I won't join in time.
We wouldn't even have these sprints right now if it wasn't for Reni, because Reni texted me and was like, "Are you doing sprints tonight?" And I was like, I don't know. I haven't decided. And then I scheduled them at like 4:30 after I was like,
well, I needed some sprints. I need to finish moving.
It worked out well.
Reni's like, I'm trying to finish 100 books before the end of the year. I need the sprint.
Well, I put Ove and the Magic Lies book. I lied and said that I finished them because I am finishing them in my 2022 stats book or thing for tomorrow, which, oh my gosh, that took me like 4 hours for that video because I had to organize all the books by like ratings and genres, and I took a bunch of pictures, and it's fabulous.
I cannot wait.
Well,
I
good it
will
worked
watch
out.
it and comment and love all of it because I know how much work that was.
Oh,
Like I cannot believe you're so brave.
yeah, it was fun though.
When does it go up?
It goes up tomorrow at 10.
Okay. There we go.
No, I had fun filming it. It just took forever. It took forever to find
It
out
would
my
take
cats,
forever.
and then it took forever to do all the pictures, and everything just took forever.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
I also hope that reading will help. Reading is great. I don't know what I'm reading. Maybe Mary. Okay. I read part of this and then it went back to the library, so I need to like get it from the library and read it. Bought the exclusive editions of Heartbreaker from Waterstones. Already read the series, those that have been released. Got you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've heard such good things about Jennifer Hillier.
I've read 3 of her books this year. She's one of my favorite authors now because I read Things We Do in the Dark and I gave that a 4-star. And then I read Jar of Hearts and I gave that a 5-star. And that was like my number 5 book of the year.
Yeah.
And I read Creep by her and I loved that.
Yeah, I need to get on some Jennifer
haven't
Hillier.
seen it yet.
I've only heard like amazing things from everyone.
And then I'm reading Wonderland by her in January for Gabby's book troop.
Oh,
Is that a new release?
No, that's one of her backlist.
Okay.
Eva looks like she's dying.
Sorry, we were mommy.
That's
I
okay.
understand.
You're fine.
Just bought it yesterday, liking it so far. One of my favorite authors. Oh, Jennifer Hillier. Okay.
Yeah.
I read Things We Do in the Dark yesterday.
Good.
Oh. Yes, Hidden Figures is a nonfiction. Yes,
Yeah, I recognize the cover as soon as I looked it up.
Yeah, the film is good as well. But I feel like they did the book justice with the film.
And that doesn't usually happen. I
Oh, that's very rare.
Read Jar of Hearts a month ago. If you read any of them, Neva, I would say Jar of Hearts. Yeah, Jar of Hearts is in Kindle Unlimited, and I'm gonna read it.
It's fantastic.
I plan on doing, but I have to get through a few things first because I'm doing like a Riley Sager vlog and also a Grady Hendrix vlog. So that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna read something, not sure what. Read while working on a spread of my reading journal. Well, if you have options, let us know. Recovering from being positive from COVID to trying to spend time with some friends, hopefully. I hope you feel better.
No fun.
I was having a mom day yesterday.
It happens. It happens to all of us. It really does.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, wait. But now I have to put all these books back.
Yeah, that is also a problem with doing that video.
I'm staring at them in the hall. You can't probably look at there.
I saw your Insta story.
There.
All my books are right there. Are they going back on the shelf? Not until they're read. They'll go back on the shelf one at a time as I read.
Oh, but these have been read. Like this is my 2022 books that I read that were for that video.
Well, these all after a video.
They got to go back on the shelf.
Yeah, that's rough, Reni. I'm not doing that video. I decided I'm not doing a wrap up for December. I'm not doing a big 2022 wrap up. I'm probably gonna post some graphics of like what I read on Instagram. I just don't have it in me to do it. I just don't. My wrap ups will be better in 2023 because I'm copying Crystal, and I'm gonna do in vlog style so that you get my thoughts as I finish them.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm counting Catherine House as my first book of 2023.
So wait, does she not do wrap-ups at all, and she just makes sure every book is in a vlog?
No, she's going to do a wrap-up vlog. So after finishing every book, she's going to vlog it, like just her thoughts. And then at the end of the month, put out the vlog as a wrap-up.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that too. I asked her if I could like copy her because she brought it up on sprints and she was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool.
I would do that, but I just wouldn't include the books that I read for specific vlogs. Like if they were already in a vlog, I'd be like, I already talked about.
That's also what I'm going to do. Like if they're for a specific vlog or project or something, I might like come in the wrap up and say like, I finished this. go check out this vlog to see my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jean followed all of us on Instagram. Hi, everyone's saying hello. Hello. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, I don't have the energy to
I read 176 books this year. If you think you need to do that, that would be
111.
happening.
Jeez. I read 65.
It's not happening.
We all read so many books this month that like I'm just and like I'd have to like edit in so many book covers because most of the books I read at the beginning of the year I don't have physically because I wasn't reading physically. And I just
that's why I borrowed them all from the library. I have 42 books from the library in my house.
Nice.
That's dedication for
it. It is.
Like, I need books to actually hold up. Period.
Well, you should not look at my really sad attempt from 2021 because I didn't have all the books. So I wrote book sleeves and like taped them onto other books. And so it's so bad. I need to get rid of that video. I need to go in the archives.
I'm going to watch it after.
And what are we all doing in the first sprint?
Yeah.
Right. I'm also going to be looking at these book tabs in the first sprint.
Yes, go look at them.
Yeah.
She has them for a lot of books.
Because I wonder if she does, like, because I will buy them for any books that I have. I mean, honestly.
The only thing that bothers me is they're annotating stickers. So, like, even the, like, bookmarky ones, like the tab ones, they're stickers. And so I was just like, oh, well, that's annoying because I was like, how am I going to tab it? But I figured it out. I'm still going to tab it and just stick a little bit of it out because then it's not as much sticker.
Yeah.
That's the only thing because I did kind of look when I opened up the link and I was like, oh, these look like stickers.
Because the point of tabbing for me is that you can see my tabs. So,
right.
But it's cute. They come with other little ones too.
Oh.
Yeah,
but cute. Yeah, but if you just left like a little, like just enough out that you could tell that it's tabbed.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. All right, let's do.
It came with a bookmark. It says, "My book boyfriends need to be dark and dangerous. The badder, the better."
I love the excitement that happened there. Yes.
Okay, do we want to do our first 45?
Yeah.
We're gonna try to stick to 15. We went about 5 minutes over, but that's fine.
The first one always is because we have a lot to say. Yeah.
But we're gonna try to stick to 45 15s. So I'm thinking 3 sprints. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Yep. And from like now on, my sprints are gonna be Thursdays. My weekly sprints will be Thursdays at 8. I know today they're on a Friday, but that's literally because I went in to fill in for someone yesterday. Because I plan on we were gonna do Brittany's sprints in the morning and then mine in the afternoon. But that didn't work out. So that's why I'm here on Friday instead.
But this kind of worked out for my sprints all week situation. So
yeah, you really have them every day.
It actually worked out really well.
And during this first sprint, I will make sure to freshly tag everyone. I'm a little bit annoyed with YouTube because I have like a set description.
Yeah, you have to still go in and hit the tags.
I tagged people in my set description. So like I have like Michelle tagged, like I have a bunch of people tagged that are like my book friends. But I think I'm gonna have to go in and fix it so that it's actually the physical link in order for you to be able to click it every single time.
Yeah.
Will I be doing that tonight? No, I will not.
No.
But I will do it at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. Okay. Do we like this background or do we
do. I was just about to say I love this background.
Okay, great. Then we're gonna keep this background if we like this one. I just feel like it's kind of past Christmas, but also
I used this background in one of my videos for Vlogmas. So
right. Okay. So we will see everyone in 45. Hello.
Hello.
Give me a moment because I'm not trying to make one of us bigger than the other here. Did it. All right. Brittany is doing bedtime, so she is going to be a few minutes, but that's fine. How did everyone do? I guess we'll go the right way this time, and we'll start with Kelsey.
I got to page 25.
Wonderful.
Nothing crazy has happened yet, so I don't have a lot of thoughts. He's grumpy. That's my only thought.
Yeah, he's real grumpy. That's a common theme.
I already knew that though, but like going into it. But
how did you do, Reni?
You're muted.
My bad. I had to go get food, but I didn't listen to the audiobook in the car. So I just finished chapter 33. So I have like, it says I'm 85% of the way through the book. I probably have like 50-ish pages left.
Okay.
And it was sad. And I'm going to be very sad if what happened in chapter 33 does not fix itself. I'm just sad. I can't hear you, Brittany.
Everyone's
still muted. What chapter?
Chapter 33 with Reni.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm like, excuse me. Although I will say, I feel like this is a 5-star in my reading experience, but it might be bumped to a 4 because I'm not gonna lie, the talk about fat people and gay people is kind of bothering me. The way that it is addressed, and I know like it's not like that doesn't bother many people. I don't know. It's kind of bothering me a little bit.
Like, is that from his point of view?
Yeah,
or just in general?
He says.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm like,
yeah.
I get that you're like an old curmudgeony old man, but like, I don't approve.
Yeah.
But I'm still loving this. It's still great. So we'll see. I just have to finish. I have to know.
I think you'll finish tonight for sure.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually know what page I made it to.
I'm saying I don't know what I've done.
I was looking at the tabs, and so I was just like listening. I have no idea where I am. Okay,
and that one doesn't have like chapter numbers,
it
right?
It doesn't have chapters. Like it just has like words, like headings, like.
And the chapters are so long that if you put down the book for 5 seconds, you can never find where you are again.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Till you hit a new chapter or whatever.
I'm somewhere in the chapter before we get to year 2. I'm somewhere in the chapter that's titled Baby. That's where I am. I just don't know like what page. It says I only have 12 seconds left in the chapter, so I feel like I'm at the very end.
Yeah.
But like,
what, Bubby?
I don't. Hold on. I don't understand what's happening to my life. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. I'm just gonna
say hi.
Hi, Lincoln.
Hi, Bubby. All right, go eat your food. We'll see you in a minute.
I don't know. It says I have 12 seconds left in this chapter, but like, I don't know. I'm somewhere right before year 2. So I'm somewhere before page 132.
I forgot that and this is how much I took in of this book, is I forgot that it was separated by year 1, year 2, year 3, and I only read it 3 days ago.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting till mid-month. I'm gonna forget everything.
I don't think it would have mattered, to be really truthfully honest. It's not going to make a difference. I could have read it. We could have had the live show the day I finished it,
and you wouldn't understand what happened.
And my thoughts would be the same.
I don't want to give spoilers, Brittany will probably know what I'm talking about if she remembers anything from this book at all.
Oh, I remember. I do remember the book. I just can't tell you what happened.
Something large happened in year 1. And I'm just past something that happened in year 1.
I'm guessing you're talking about the tweet person?
Tweet.
The name.
Dear
The name.
Lord.
Her name.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What if none of us understand this? That is my question.
Then we'll have a fun time trying to figure out.
I'm gonna do what Reni is doing because she said she's gonna read it and then go watch other people's.
Yeah.
Because Kayla from Books and Lala definitely did a live discussion on this.
So I'm gonna
That's
do
a really
that
good idea.
and see if I can at least get like an explanation of things so that we have something to talk about.
I feel like just someone needs to tell me what happened.
I mean,
I know Aaron really liked it. Aaron's in the comments, and Aaron really liked it. Aaron,
what's it about?
can you tell me what Catherine? I finished it, and I'm a little confused, to be truthfully
But don't spoil anything, because
don't on here. Maybe private message me.
I will say
Help me. I think I'm not smart enough.
here's
smart
the thing.
enough.
No, I don't think
I
I will.
think it's not just you.
We could just say forget it and make Reni carry the whole thing because it's on her channel. I'm just
I think here's the thing is I think I do know what was going on. Like I do. I think I do know.
Okay.
As much as the book allows you to know, but I think it's one of those books that like I wanted more explanation. Does that make sense?
It sounds like Bunny, which
right.
I read that and did not understand what I read. And it was not until I watched Katie Colson, I think, because that's her favorite book ever. She had a live show discussion on it, like a 2-hour one, and I watched that whole thing. And by the end of it, I was like, oh my God, this book is like way more genius than I thought. And so I reread it like the next day, and I was like, this is fantastic.
And I think that might be it. Like, I think there was underlining themes in the book that I kind of grasped, but didn't like fully grasp. Yeah. Does that make sense? And I think it is listed as horror, although it's not like really horror, but I can see how it could be considered horror. And I just find, because I'm a fantasy girl, that I like explanations. I like explanations that fantasy gives, the world building that is part of fantasy that I enjoy. Horror does not always have that, and that's okay. It's just part of horror in the way it is. But I don't tend to.
Yeah, me neither.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So on my shelf and in my genre blanket, because Catherine House, I don't care if this is cheating. Okay, I don't care. But Catherine House is going to be is what I'm counting as my first book of 2023.
Sure.
Okay. Even though I'm going to have it done before the end of the
year. You do you. It's your reading is for fun.
Figure out what my first book of 2023 is going to be. I got to pick a good one.
Like I will literally lie on Storygraph and say that I finished it on the first. I do not care.
Let me look at what I picked I was going to read next month and see what I want to start with.
Mine's going to be Babel.
I think mine's going to be this one still.
Yeah, mine's definitely. I'm not going to finish Babel before the end of tomorrow. Like, there's just no way. I'd have to read.
If I do mine,
I'd have to read 300 pages, and this is not a book that I.
Yeah, no. I'm like,
this is not a book that I can like speed up the audio. No.
I think I'm gonna make this my first one because I just want to read this really.
Yeah. If you want to buddy read it, let me know because I will happily reread it with you.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Now that I have the physical copies, I can annotate.
What did you give it?
When I read it the first time, I gave it 5 stars.
Okay, well, you should buddy read it with me.
But I really enjoyed it, so I'll buddy read it with you if you want.
I'm excited. I have to read it, but I have to take meticulous notes for the podcast that I'm on because she sent me a whole document. I have to fill out like my favorite moment, my favorite character, like this part, or like what part I hated, and I'm like, oh, I have to like really pay attention in this book.
It's okay, Reni. I got you. We'll do it. But Catherine House on my shelf is going to be put with thriller/horror books because that's just one genre on my shelf. Mm-hmm. Because I was like, I don't have a yarn color for dark academia. I don't read enough.
Well, it's like a subgenre anyway, so it's not really like a genre of its own.
I looked up what the main genre for this is, and it was telling me thriller or horror. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
But my thriller horror is one.
Because usually dark academia is usually thriller, horror, or fantasy. Like it could be one of those three. Yeah. So I think it's kind of like a subgenre of like, or almost like a trope of thriller genre and fantasy. Yeah. If you even want to go that far of it not being a genre of its own.
I'm not trying to do all that. I'm sorry. I don't even have like
because like I'm reading Dark Academia right now. That is not horror or thriller. It's fantasy.
Yeah. Well, I made my
Dark Academia can fall into all sorts of different ways. And I think I'm realizing that I am not pretty much every horror I read over the fall got 3 stars. Every single one. And
a horror person.
I think I might just not be.
Yeah.
So I sent you guys what my
horror person.
I just want y'all to know that when I sent you my spreadsheet template thing for my genre blanket, I did not draw the template. Like, it's a template that the person that creates the planner that I use, she included the Year in Pixels template for the like health and fitness add-on. And I was like, how I can use this for a genre blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Just, because you know me, I'm going to fall behind. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way that after each book I read, I'm going to remember or have time to knit 2 rows. I'm sorry. Or to crochet 2 rows. But
like, I need my categories of my books right after I read them so that I actually review them. I need to do that this year.
Next year, I want to do the most disappointing video, but I need to like write notes on the books I hated because I looked back and I was like, I don't remember anything about this book. I hated it so much. I can't actually tell you.
The genres that I have for my spreadsheet are fantasy, romance / smut. Because I'm sorry, it's just gonna be one. That's one genre. Contemporary fiction, thriller, horror, nonfiction, and historical fiction. Because I feel like those are the only like actual genres that I read.
Yeah.
Watch there be like 2 historical fiction books on my entire thing. Just saying. Hello, Cassie.
Also, fun awkward fact. I was on Goodreads earlier and it said someone wanted to be my friend, and then I looked and it was a teacher from my school, and I was like, I am not accepting you because I was into my dark romance smut era, and you are not seeing that I read smutty things.
I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna make a dark romance genre of its own, but I was like, I could just put that because, like, it's not like I'm gonna remember which book I read. Like, there's no way to mark.
I think keeping contemporary romance and dark romance is fine together.
Hello, Kiana. Chapter 17 of Court of Mist and Fury.
Nice.
Finished an audiobook, How to Excavate Your Heart. First, currently reading out of 3 I need to finish off today.
You can do it.
I understand.
It's so funny to me. Whose sprints was I watching? Was it Lexi's sprints? I think it was Lexi's sprints. No.
Kaylee's? Today?
Kaylee's earlier today. Because Bree was on Kaylee's sprints earlier today. And they were all talking about how, like, at the end of each month, so like if we're going from like January into February, we're like, it's fine, we'll just carry over.
I roll stuff over all the time.
Yeah.
But then on this, like in December, we're like, cannot bring any of these books into the new year.
It's true.
No.
Because like I carry books over from month to month throughout
all the time.
And then in December, I'm like,
different. New me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally sitting here and I cleaned out my story graph last night.
But it's the same as like we're all like, oh, what's going to be your last book of the year? No one cares what your last book of the month was.
Yeah, literally.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I already posted my story graph completion thing on my stories. I posted yesterday, and I was like, my last book of the year, A Man Called Uwe. That's
why I went into Babel, because I was like, I wanted to do those as my like my last and first. So I was like, okay, that'll take me. I'll finish like on the 1st or 2nd.
What page are
you? That's why I'm counting Catherine House as my first book of the year. But after Catherine House,
what page are you on?
I just read like 20 pages, so I am 170-ish. And it's 5:41, so I'm not going to finish before.
Whenever this is done, I will be moving into Babel, since that's technically like a buddy read.
Oh, you know what I saw? I saw someone on Instagram, and I saved it. They were reading Priory of the Orange Tree in like January and finishing up in February, and they had it wasn't y'all though. It was like they had specific page counts, and I was like, oh, well, they're reading it in January. I I also am going to read it.
There's 2 read-alongs for Priory of the Orange Tree happening in January. So I think that's why it's on everybody's TBR. Pris from Pris Bruises is doing one, and so is Stephanie from...
I think that's the one I saw. And I was like,
yep, think of her channel name to save my life. But Stephanie's also doing one as well.
Well, I'm going to try to read. You're reading that too, you guys, right? In January?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I'm going to try to stick to one of their like reading schedules, and then I'm going to read it.
That's why I think I'm going to order. They have the annotation tabs.
Oh, they have it for that?
They have the full set. You can get the tabs, the little corner thingies, and the book plates.
Oh yeah,
the annotation plate and the one and the review plate. So I think I'm gonna order that. It's like $30, I think, for the whole set.
Ooh, that's nice.
So I think I'm gonna order it because it's like it's like the color scheme and everything.
That's nice.
All right, let's get through these comments because that was our timer. I'm halfway done, getting good, so I'll have to finish this tonight. Page 122 of Unprotected by Billy Porter. Wonderful. Hello. Nell is on chapter 17 of A Court of Wings and Ruin. Is that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, welcome back. Mom called shortly after the sprint started. It's been a while since I read it, but the thing that resonated with me the most is how it felt like it was what it felt like to be locked into depression. Are we talking about Catherine House?
We are talking about Catherine House.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that's sort of the point.
But the next comment I completely agree with too is that everything is at arm's length, which is why you don't feel like you fully understand what's going on.
I have a feeling I'm going to hate this one.
I think I like that. I feel like that's the point.
Oh, I don't think I missed. I think that's the point.
Yeah. I think I'm going to hate it.
So that I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those ones where I think the author did exactly what they were trying to do.
Like that's sad that happened, but also like, am I supposed like how am I supposed to feel about it?
Got it.
Like that's how I'm feeling. But the depression comment, that makes sense to me because that's how like this book is how I feel when I'm when I'm going through like a bout of depression, like nothing matters. I'm like, okay, cool. I think of Dark Academia as being in the vein of Gothic literature.
True.
That's true. Midnight is the only midnight that has a hard edge in my brain.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm so glad. Oh my god, I cannot wait to the end of January because
I know.
I definitely am putting the third book into one of the prompts for something that I cannot speak to on this camera, but that you all know about.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm doing
it's one of my buzzwords also, and I'm trying to determine if I'm just gonna drop everything and read it on release day. But here's the thing.
I am.
The thing
I pre-ordered it as soon as it arrives on my staff.
Indigo has been weird though. My pre-orders come like way later. Did you order off Indigo?
Early.
I haven't been lately.
I think I'm gonna drop everything to read it. I tried doing that with Bloodmarked, and I tried doing that with The Last Invitation, and both of them are sitting in this big pile right here. Because did I read?
I tried doing that with the second Crescent City, and I did not.
Yeah. So we'll see, but I'm gonna try with Finley Donovan though. I feel like I'll do it because I also pre-ordered the audiobook off Audible because that's where I have the other two is on Audible, and I pre-ordered it. So once the audio comes, like I don't have an excuse.
You know, I don't know how, but last time I like got the audio on Libby, like the day it came out, I like requested it, and it was like the first one, and I don't know how that happened. I was like, all right,
cool. Hello, Jane. So glad to have you. Let's do a tiny bit of Daisy Darker. So tired, we were usually never sleeping for midnight. We were chopping wood today.
Oh.
Chopping wood. I mean, go to sleep, in my opinion. Zodiac Academy is for Vixen prompt for Reindeer Readathon. I don't feel like I need to rush the next one. I'm going to eventually read them. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, if you like weird books, you're gonna love Catherine House.
And honestly, the further that I get into this, the higher my rating goes. I'm sitting at like a 4 now.
Okay.
And when we started this, I was at like a 3.
Well, there you go.
So like I am enjoying the book. I just don't know what the hell is going on.
Right.
That's all. That's it.
I'm ready to be in that boat.
Okay, are we ready to sprint?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the rest of our comments.
Because I need to finish this book.
Let me figure out what.
And I need to make progress on it. A lot.
It's
Okay,
a quick read.
It is. That's what I'm finding.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, goodbye. was freaking out for a second because I never remember which button to push. Okay. I don't know where Brittany is, but
Are we doing starting me?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay,
Sorry.
you start.
Sorry. I got like 20 pages done. I'm fading fast.
Yeah. Well, it's an hour later for you too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
yeah, I got about 20 read. I'm in midway through chapter 6 now. So
I finished for 30 seconds.
Oh, so close.
What's your rating?
Oh, it's a 5. It's just, I did not cry, but I told y'all I don't cry, so I have no heart. Also, just the whole, like, when you realize from the start, the whole iPad thing, I was like,
yeah.
I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here's the Reni, I think you do have a heart. I just, because I can tell by like knowing you for as long as I have, I can tell by your face that like you feel the emotion.
Yes.
Even though you're not crying.
Totally.
It was so sad. So good, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
So we're just waiting for Kelsey to finish, and then we
Well,
can
I know we're close. I'm at chapter 6, so you're going to be
okay.
waiting a little bit.
No worries.
Well, I'm glad you followed me.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of the book was when it came around. And then there was a couple of quotes at the end that I was like, done dinner. I was cooked.
Yeah. Pervana is also fabulous.
Yeah,
I put this in the group chat. I was like, favorite character.
I loved Mersad. I loved all of them. They were great.
Okay, so I made it to page 207. I bumped this crap up to 3 times speed.
How are you even gonna know what's happening?
Well, she doesn't anyway. No one does.
But like at 3 times speed, she really ain't gonna know what's happening.
I know what's happening. So I didn't follow along in the book. What I've been doing is, here's what I did. I marked like the beginning of the chapter, like, and then I just looked to see what the next chapter was.
Yeah.
Like what it was called. Because then when she says it, I move the bookmark. And then it's a little bit easier for me to figure out where the frick I am in this thing. So I did find where I was reading last time. So last time I was on page 157. Like I left off on 157. Yeah. And now I'm on page 207.
Nice.
But yeah, I have like all finished.
I got the shoe out.
Okay, Ari, you're supposed to be in bed. Good night.
I love that she just keeps like popping up.
I know. We all think she's asleep and then she's there again.
It's honestly like my favorite part of the night.
I need to start this. I'm scared.
I think the thing is, I think this is here. I want to state this though. Like I do want to state this about Catherine Ross. I did not like it. Like I had a good time the entire time I read it. If I would have fully grasped the concept, it would have been a 4-star book for me. I just couldn't give it 4 stars because I didn't really fully grasp the concept.
Oh,
yeah.
But like the time reading it, I never was like, oh, I'm not having a good time. I don't want to pick this up. Or, oh, I wanted, like, never, not once. Like I just kept waiting. I'd be like, at some point, they're going to tell me what's going on and this is all going to make sense. Unfortunately, that kind of happened, but not enough.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning toward a 4-star.
That's good.
But I think I sort of am just realizing that this is just a book that we're just supposed to feel like we're out of our mind the entire time.
And I think that's why it could never be a 4-star for me because it's just not my thing that way. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. Which like that's not gonna be like everyone's thing, but like I'm like now that I've just come to the conclusion that we're just the character feels like she's out of her mind, so we're supposed to feel that way.
Correct.
I'm like, all right, great, and I've just like embraced. I've embraced. You know?
Yeah, I'm excited to start this one.
I think it's gonna be. Do you see how we're split on the screen of us and this? I think that's how it's gonna split in the live show too, because I think you two read more horror and are used to that more than us two.
Yeah.
Because see, I didn't realize that this was supposed to be horror. I thought this was dark academia. I thought that was what the genre was. So I was like,
Right.
okay. And then when I looked it up, because I was like, there's some other element to this.
It's not like scary horror.
Right. But with horror in general.
But it is still horror.
Yeah. Horror in general tends to be discombobulated. Like you're meant to feel like you're a nutcase the entire time. So now that I've embraced that, it's good.
Not in the same story, but in the feel. It felt like when I was reading the Twisted Ones of just like, what is happening? I don't understand. I don't understand. I want someone to tell me what's happening.
The thing with the Twisted Ones is that I just couldn't get into it at all.
See, I really liked the Twisted. I liked the audiobook for the Twisted Ones so much that I was like into it.
I tried the audio too, and like Catherine House had me intrigued from the beginning. The Twisted Ones, I read like the first 4 chapters, and I was like, not only do I not know what's going on, but I'm also just don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I had a very similar reading experience between the two of like, I'm enjoying my time with it, but I could not tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes, hydrate. Thank you, Pat. Also, thank you for this. I got a couple more subscribers, so that's cool. I think I'm at. I think, unless Brittany had got more subscribers since the last time we talked, I think I'm at the same as Brittany.
I'm at 294.
Okay, so you're back ahead of me. I'm at 289 now.
We're so close.
Ooh.
Come on, we just gotta get to 300.
Can we get to 300 by the end of the year?
You can.
People.
Go tell all your friends.
You have to put it on Instagram.
Do any of you have, how many do you need, Neva? 11?
Yeah.
I need you and your 6 friends, and Neva needs you and your 11 friends. Go.
Just everyone go subscribe.
Go subscribe.
Let us hit 300 by the end. Like as far as like channel goals go, I don't really want to focus on subscribers because I feel like that is going to discourage me easily.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It would be cool to hit like 500 by the end of 2024 or 2023.
I set my goal for 800 for next year. We'll see.
But I want to hit 500. I would like to hit 500 by the end of 2023. But like if it doesn't happen, I'm not gonna like beat myself up.
I still don't get how you got the community tab.
I figured out how.
Can someone tell me how that happened?
So it's a beta thing. They were doing certain channels, and I think, and at the time that I got the community tab, I was doing, I was doing what sprints like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And so I think that the engagement with like they gave me the beta based off the engagement because I was confused how I got it too because I was like, I'm nowhere near. You're supposed to have 500 subscribers.
500, yeah.
And at the time, I only had like, I think I had just hit 200, and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then I read the little thing, and it said just like that some people were getting their channels. So I think my engagement was up enough that they were like, well, we'll give her this because people will engage with this.
Yeah.
Which I do like the community tab for the polls.
Yeah.
Because I can post that I posted a poll on my community tab on Instagram, and then people will go and vote on the poll. Like that's how I figured out like when to do Thursdays, like when to do weekly sprints and stuff like that. So, but I don't, and I also use it to like share people's videos. Like the other day I shared like one of Brittany's videos. So, happy New
I'd like
Year.
it for that because like share things that I get mentioned in.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I don't think I'll use the community tab like I use social media. Like I don't think I'll use it like I use Instagram. But like you can post polls and stuff like that in there.
Because to be honest, I don't even see most people's posts in their community tab until days later.
Yeah. Yeah. Which with polls, it doesn't really matter because usually if I post a poll, I run for an entire month.
It's open for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor is ending the night on chapter 2, but we'll be on Brittany's sprints in the morning. I will
See you
also be on
tomorrow.
Brittany's sprints in the morning, I guess, right? Yeah.
We're getting a bigger group every minute of the day, which is great.
I just finished Fellowship of the Ring, 4 stars.
I don't remember. Julie? Do you know Julie?
I don't think so.
See, I know the people's friends' names. That's the thing. Is I'm sure everyone has this problem of like, I know your name, but your channel name then escapes me.
Yours always escapes me. Neva's I always remember.
Keep
Yours
calm.
It's Brittany. She likes books, or she reads, or she likes reading, or it's something.
Right.
I always screw up Brittany because I always think it's Brittany reads. No, I always think it's like Brittany likes reading. I always screw it up.
I think it's Brittany likes books, but it's not.
No.
Yeah, I always screw it up.
It's Keep Calm with Books and Coffee is Julie's channel. That's Julie's channel.
Is that who's on your Instagram?
Yeah.
What is hers?
And then a couple people can't come, and I don't actually know who's showing up, but we'll see who shows up. Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. Is that what I said first?
Something. Oh, I found
Keep
it.
Calm with Books and Coffee.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's fun to have new friends.
Yeah, we met over when I did Eras.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's fun.
You guys can meet and be friends, and all my friends can be friends.
That reminds me, I need to ask Margaret if she wants to do 24 hours friends this month.
Yeah.
Or for January. I feel like Margaret and I are friends now because I've been on friends with her on other people's channels a couple times. So I'm just saying that we're friends. And also she followed me on Instagram first. And I messaged Brittany that day. I fangirled, bro. I almost had a heart attack because it popped up on the thing and I clicked on it because I always check because people be scamming. So I always check. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh my God, this is legit Margaret's Instagram. And I thought I had been following her and I wasn't. So then I felt really bad. So then I followed her really quick. And then I messaged Brittany because at that point, Brittany had been on Margaret's friends. And I was like, Margaret, friend me. And she was like, oh. It's what we do. Didn't read anything that's right. Finished setting up my spreadsheet for next year instead. That's very productive. Was watching the show Recruit on Netflix. That's also productive in my opinion. I also need to set up a reading log in my planner because my new digital reading planner is not done yet. And I feel like it might not be done before the beginning of the year. I'm having it made by my friend, but she also has other orders to fulfill. And so I don't want to be like, hey, do you have this done yet? So I need to set something up or I will not keep track of anything. And then I'll have no idea what I read.
Also, did we say happy birthday to you yet in these friends?
I don't think we did.
No. That's why I keep checking my phone because people keep saying it.
Yeah.
So sorry about
happy
that.
birthday.
Thank you.
Sam will sing. He'll be like, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. He will. He'll dance the whole thing. He's downstairs.
That was the funniest thing in group chat last night. You just kind of slid it in there big deal.
I have a birthday.
We were all
in the book.
She was like, my birthday is tomorrow, so I don't really want to cry. And we're all like,
what?
Literally, we all went, I'm sorry, what? Your birthday is tomorrow.
It's in my birthday planner now, so I won't forget next year.
Yeah, it's down on my calendar, so I won't.
Okay, I need to record your birthdays, so send them or just tell me, and I'll write them down.
February 24th.
Okay.
July 12th.
I should write these down too.
Oh, mine is November 8th.
I know Neva's.
If you don't know that already.
Okay, got it.
I feel like most people only know my birthday because, especially people that were on the 12-hour sprints, now know my birthday because they were on my birthday.
Well, yeah, you did birthday sprints, so that helped us learn.
Yeah.
It's the 8th.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I did know yours then because we did the 24-hour.
Okay. Page 67 of Prison Healer. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, we enjoyed watching that. I have not seen it. Just started watching it. Ordered food and ate the last sprint. Very productive. Good for your soul and all that. I can't do faster than 1.75 for audio because any faster I can't comprehend what is going on. Listen. I used to not be able to do any faster than 1.5 and then
What's that?
It depends on the book because, like, with Love Light Farms, I did like 2 point something.
I know you
Like, it
did.
was
I never go
so-
faster than 1.5.
Even on Love Light Farms, you were still.
Even on Love Light Farms.
Hey, I was like,
never
it's so
1.5.
slow. I don't know. I was at like 2 point something. I've never been that high. I was like 2.5 maybe or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, for me, it just depends on the narrator. Like, I don't find the Catherine House narrator, in my opinion, this is just me, but I talk fast. So I don't feel like she talks all that fast. So 3 times speed, like, I'm understanding what she's saying. I mean, it just doesn't make any more sense to me than what's already not made sense. So
No, yeah.
that is the timer too, but that's fine. Catherine House. That's because I managed to click it before it went off.
Oh, that's
Will that ever happen again? No. Catherine House is going to be the first audio I listened to in 2023. Yeah, I'm counting it as my first book for 2023. I don't care. Last 60 seconds of the finale. Oh,
wait, what's this for?
The Recruit.
Oh,
on Netflix. I have 100 pages left, and I'll stay up late to finish it. Yeah, I'm gonna just finish this book out because I'm sorry, I'm not bringing this book into tomorrow. I'm not doing it. I only have like an hour left. Like, I'm not. No. Thank you so much. I also don't see the post from the community tab. Yeah, I don't know how to get your community post into like the algorithm. Like, I don't know how that works.
I think they only show up on the homepage and not in the subscription section, which is a problem because I rarely look at the homepage. I pretty much exclusively only look at the subscription area.
That's not true either because I get them in my subscription.
I never get them in mine.
I get Locked Booktician's community posts in my subscription area all the time because 9 times out of 10, if I'm looking for videos, like, I'm going through my subscriptions. I don't care what they're trying to suggest to me.
Exactly.
I only read 2 pages, ate some pizza. That's perfectly fine.
That's fine.
And now I want to watch the show just because now I have FOMO. Another Capricorn. Everybody sing happy birthday
to
you.
I started a whole thing there. Yay! February birthdays.
Happy birthday. Hello, Corey.
Is anyone doing anything fun for New Year's?
Nope.
I'm working. Is that fun?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna be eating Taco Bell and probably dancing around the store, listening to music.
You'll probably get some interesting customers.
My son wants to stay up this year, so that's fun. You know, sure.
I'll probably tell them not to put me anywhere near a customer.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I can't deal with like dumb customers like that are purposely annoying.
Yeah.
I will literally look at Ben and be like, "Do you want to deal with this?" Because I literally told someone the other night because they thought that it was funny. Like, there was a bunch of kids in a car and originally they told me they wanted 2 beefy melt burritos and something else. And then the next kid was like, "Can I get 2 more beefy melt burritos?" And then from the back seat or wherever, his friend was like, "Can you get 2 more beefy melt burritos?" I said, "So how many do y'all want in total? Like, do you want to," because originally it was like a total of 5. So I was like, "Do you want a total of 5, 6?" And they were like 6. And then somebody else was like 8. And I literally said over the intercom or over the thing, I was like, "I'm not amused. So I'm gonna need y'all to figure out what you want to eat."
Yep.
I'm like, I just love that you we're like, I'm not amused. That is the best. I want other people to do that.
And I was like, this is not funny to me. Like, y'all are already they ended up ordering like $70 for the food. There were only 4 of them in the car. $70 for the food. And I was like, okay, like, I'm not amused by this. Like, it's not funny. And like, Ben is just sitting there like looking at me. And I was like, I'm not amused. What do you want to eat? I have
I'm getting too tired for this. I'm laughing. All I can picture.
I know. I'm like, this probably isn't that funny, but I find it so funny.
It's hysterical to me for some reason. You going, I'm not amused. You basically like mommed them, and I love it.
It was funny to Ben too. He started laughing, and then like I finally get their order done or whatever, right? And then this was the same night that I got cussed out because I told this like a car like 2 cars back. I was like, listen, it's gonna be a wait. Like, there's a car here that ordered $70 worth of food. Like, there's only 3 of us in here. Like, that's what it is. And they decided to like scream F you like into the speaker and then drove past my drive-through window and decided to yell at me through the drive-through. And I was like, I do not have time for these people.
Yeah, you don't have time. You have to make the $70 worth of food.
And then they prank called the store.
What?
And
oh my God.
and the prank called not once but twice. And the second time I answered, I was like, listen, y'all can either stop prank calling here or I can find out who your mom is or I can call the cops. Like, that's what we can do.
Yeah.
Because I see the caller ID. The caller ID pops up on my work phone. So like, and they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am," and then like it hung up, and I was like, "Yeah, bunch of idiots." Everybody's saying hello to each other in the comments. They show up in book, but I see them mostly on my homepage when I'm scrolling for videos to fall asleep to.
Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever seen them in mine.
I don't think so.
Courtney's reading and drinking for New Year's Eve. I mean, that sounds great.
That does sound like
That does sound good.
Lauren.
Yep. I don't like going out on New Year's anymore. I like love staying in for New Year's. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't,
there's like a point in life where it's just like stop. That's just not what I want. Like that doesn't even sound fun to me.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Like I remember a time where that was fun, and now I'm just like I would be recouping for days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sam and Mariah are going to Adam's house, but like I know that there's going to be a bunch of people that call out of work. So like I didn't even ask for the day off.
Yeah.
Because I know that a bunch of people are going to call out, and like I don't want to just be like another person that's like, can I have this day off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plans on going to lunch with my sister tomorrow because we're not staying up late since one of them has a 2-month-old and then I'm reading.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. My son wants to stay up, and I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I guess we'll just have a party.
Yeah, it's not that because my son's older too, so like he doesn't go to bed till 10:30, 11 anyway. So it's not really that. It's probably better just to wait because people are going to shoot off fireworks and be loud. So it's probably just better to just let him stay up versus like falling asleep for an hour and then being woken by loud noises.
See, I saw this video where like parents are like changing the clocks in their house to like an earlier time so that the kids then think like it's 10 p.m. but they actually think it's midnight. So it's like, woo, and then they're asleep and then the parents get to relax after. So you could do that.
I feel like that wouldn't work because he would look at his computer and be like, that's not
it wouldn't work.
You'd have to change.
It has to be a younger kid, I think.
I'd have to change the iPad. Do you know how much of a
it would have to be for a younger kid for sure. Yeah. Well, like it's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, Chrissy's not doing anything. She's too old to party. I mean, my thing is like I just don't care enough.
Yeah.
My friend was like, we're going out to like some bar. Do you want to go? I was like, not even a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year, Mariah and I went to like an adult event thing, and like that was fun. But like also like I'll make money, so like I don't care. Calling early because the dogs have a grooming appointment at 9 a.m. Sunday.
Aha.
I don't have a channel.
Chelsea doesn't have a channel. She's on Instagram. I'll link her. I did not link anything. I'm so sorry. I will link her Instagram down below. Okay. By the time when this is over, like it'll be in there. But I'll link her Instagram. But we all need to bully Kelsey into making a channel. So
we're trying.
Just do like sprints on there.
Yeah, I'm like I can't commit because I know I don't have the time.
You could literally just be like, this is solely for Besties Book Club sprints and B&K sprints.
I mean, I could probably upload like one video a week max. That would probably be my max.
You realize that some people only upload like once a month.
Okay, right. So I wouldn't be that horrible.
Like you don't have to be extra. I'm extra, but you don't have to be extra. You should just sprint. We could just share a StreamYard like Lexi and Michelle do.
Yeah.
Right.
I would need you to walk me through that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, I don't understand any of it.
Wait, it's 1:38 in the afternoon on the 31st.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that makes sense.
Because you're in the future. Okay. Because today is
in the future.
Yeah. I do work.
This next comment.
Can't be around COVID-riddled people drinking, trying not to drive, help me in a club for oh my dog. I mean, you know what?
I love you, Courtney.
Truly, Courtney, same.
Same.
Like, who really has time? You know what I mean? I'm sorry, my week is like all screwed up because I worked yesterday. I worked.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yesterday on Thursday. I don't work Thursdays, so like my whole I feel like it's Sunday right now, and it's not.
No,
it's Friday.
Oh, I don't even know what day it is. Like
I keep being like I'm supposed to be at work right now, and I'm not. It's Friday.
Literally. Because I have been on the internet every day this week, all the days have run together. And if you said, like, did you do this on Tuesday? I couldn't tell you what day it happened on.
You're like, yeah, sure. Whenever you remember that I did it.
Yeah.
Never cared enough to go out on any holiday. Why do I mean, I'll go to like people's houses. You know what I mean? Like if one of my friends is like having an event or something, like sure. But like I'm not trying to like go out with people I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes so much effort now. Like when I was like early 20s, it was like, yeah, sure, like no effort. I had all the energy. Now I'm like, you have to like pick an outfit. You have to do this. You have to do that. And I'm like, I'm already tired before we've even gotten out. And then I'm there and I want to go to bed. So
because I
feel like consider like it's a whole situation.
Thing. I feel like back then, because you know we're so old, but I feel like in our 20s, like it was easier because we were just friends with everybody. Like we didn't care if we didn't know you.
That's true.
Like, we're in the same place, so we're gonna be friends. Now I'm like, I don't want to deal with you. Like I don't know you, so like I don't want to deal with you.
Although I will say we kind of are like that just with our internet book friends.
Okay, that's true, but like
because we can all be introverted and away from each other together.
Am I the youngest one?
No,
I am. I'm 28. Oh, I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's put them all in our 30s. Sure.
I'm just saying, like, but with our book,
I didn't want to call her out when you said back in our 20s. I was like, I'm pretty sure Kelsey's still in her 20s.
Still.
But like I feel like with like the book community, like if we're on Sprint or something, and like we just don't feel like looking at each other anymore, we can just turn our cameras off.
True. I don't think anyone's ever done that though.
No.
Done what?
Well, no, but you know what I'm saying?
We could, yeah, for sure.
Like we're hanging out together, but apart. Like there's a distance, and we're all like in the comfort of our own house.
Yeah.
Also, y'all, that's gonna be the last Sprint. I know it was only 2, but like also,
that's fine. That's fine. Oh my god. Well, also, I need to film an unboxing so that I can open this thing already because all I want to do is open this.
What is it?
Has anyone heard of the book Gothicana?
No.
Oh, yes.
I've heard of it. It's on Kindle Unlimited.
Yes.
Well, the author released like this special edition book box like 3 months ago. Have I read Gothicana? No. Do I own it? Yes. Did I want this cover of this special edition? Yes. And so she made a box with not just the book, but like all this extra stuff, like this little mug, and there's a shirt, and there's socks, and there's like tarot cards, and there's like all this beautiful stuff. And I'm just like, I can't open this. It has to be unboxed. I can't just open it.
I'm not gonna lie, like I don't even do kudos to those of y'all that do the unboxings. I don't do unboxings because it gives me literal anxiety to do it.
I don't get any book boxes because to get them to Canada costs,
we don't think we get any of those.
You can order them, but you have to sell a kidney to afford it.
And if we do, they're damaged when they show up.
I was doing Illumicrate and Fairy Loot for a while, and Fairy Loot, I was never interested in a single book that they ever gave, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. And then Illumicrate, I was, because I got like, what was it? I got Holly Black's book. I got Gallant. Like, I got good ones with them. But, like, I'm just like, I don't really care for all the, like, add-on stuff, though. And also, when it was in the UK, it was, like, a lot more.
Yeah. Well, see, and that was the problem because my sister and I wanted to do a book box together. But she doesn't care about, like, signed editions. But she doesn't care about that. Like, and she doesn't want the extra stuff, which is why she and I started doing Book of the Month. But then Book of the Month did their shady and is trying to charge me $15.99 for add-ons. Absolutely no.
Wait, what?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
15?
Yeah, and I'm not the only person that they did this to. And the other person that I saw on Instagram that they did this to, I follow her. I don't remember what her Instagram handle is, okay? But I noticed that hers was on there like that too, and I was like, they did this to me also, but tried to tell me that on their end it was only it was the $10, the $9.99.
If they go up to $15.99 an add-on, they're gonna lose like everybody.
And I told them, I was like, okay, but it's showing on my end that in order to get my book plus 2 additional add-ons, which usually was around like $20, right? Whatever, because I would use a credit. I said it's almost $40 for me to do this. It was like $35 or something.
They're gonna lose everybody if they bump their price.
And they were like, well, on our end, it shows that it's $10 per add-on. And I was like, okay, but you're literally going to charge my card $40. Like, no, ma'am. No, sir. So I canceled it.
I think they're going downhill.
I accidentally forgot to cancel it last month and then skipped Mike. So I still had a credit. So I can't cancel it until I used up my credit. So yesterday I used up my credit. And while I was using up the last credit, I did add a couple add-ons because they were cheap.
What did you get?
I got what? Oh no.
The Thriller?
Yeah, the one you got.
The What Lies in the Woods or something.
Yes. What Lies in the Woods. And then I added on 4 Winds by Christian Hanna.
Nice.
And The Bodyguard by Catherine Zenner.
Oh, nice.
Because I was like, I'm going to cancel it as soon as that box like arrives.
So do you pay, what is it now? Like after, because I only did it for $9.99 the first month.
It's $27
with shipping?
With the shipping.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
And then the add-ons are $14.99.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is why that with $14.99 wasn't bad for a hardcover.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, okay, this is the time because I'm going to cancel it as soon as.
The only thing that's obnoxious is that they used to let you not have to pick one of the books of the month selections that you could pick. And now it's like, if you don't pick a selection from that month, you can't get any other books. And I'm like,
yeah. And the only month that they've gone back to that where you can pick any book you want
is
December, and that's because you can pick from the BOTY books, the Book of the Year books. So the last book that I got from Book of the Month was Babel. That was the last one because I was like, well, Book of the Month has it, I'll get it, and then I'm done with this because I'm not going to pay $15.99 for a subscription and $15.99 for the add-ons. No.
Well, like at that point, you're paying $15.99 for like the hardcover. Like, yeah, that's cheaper, but like a paperback is like $2 more.
Yeah. If you're like obsessed with hardbacks, I get it. Like if you only buy hardbacks or something, I do get it. But
and definitely for ours, especially where the credit's so much more expensive than your credit.
Yeah.
I can get that book for the same price, hardcover.
Exactly. Yeah.
At Indigo because they have the Plum Plus membership, which you pay $30 a year for. To get like cheap books.
See,
so
I'm
I can get
scamming Book of the Month because I just keep signing up with different emails when I want a book for the $9.99. So I'm scamming them a little. So
why did I
did that with leggings because the Fabletics company gives you 2 leggings for $25 and like normally they're like $50 to $60 a pair, and I just kept signing up.
Yep.
So here's my thing. I personally prefer hardcovers in certain books, like fantasy. I personally prefer hardcover, but also, and I'm saying this because people on this stream have gifted me things not in hardcover, which is fine because Sam will be like, "Well, put the hardcovers on your wish list," and I'm like, "I'm not going to do that," because almost always, especially, well, okay, so what I do is I look and see which version is the cheapest.
Oh, I do even a little bit.
Books, they either don't cut. These were gifted to me. These either do not come in paperback. I don't remember, or it was cheaper to get the hardcovers.
Right.
So I put both of the hardcovers on my list. Well, actually, I put this one, the first one.
I think it also depends on if it's a book that I think I'm going to keep or not. Like some books, I'm like, okay, I know I'm probably just going to like read this and not probably want to keep it for my shelf.
Yeah.
So like a hardcover, I'm going to want to keep for my shelf more than like a paperback necessarily.
Yeah, I also just work in the mentality that I don't want to get rid of any of my books.
That's how I feel.
Unless they're 2 stars. If they're like 2 or less, I'm like, get out of my house.
So like
but that rarely happens.
Yeah.
I'm personally glad that Brittany sent me Priory of the Orange Tree as a paperback.
I don't think it comes as a hardback.
It does not.
Are you
Except
sure?
for I can't.
Positive.
Somebody have a hardback of it.
They probably got a special edition.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can't force myself to get rid of Southern Book Club's Guide, though, even though I hated that book. I'm just like,
send it to me.
Bad getting rid of that book.
Just send it to me. I love that book. You want to send it to me?
Well, if I get rid of it, I will send it to you.
Just send it. I'll pay you for it.
You don't have to pay me.
But if Priory of the Orange Tree ever came out in hardcover, if I like it, I'll buy it as a hardcover.
Do you know how heavy that book would be in a hardcover?
Yeah, I know, but it would be. I mean, Crescent City is super hard. The Crescent City books are not that like originally. These books were the biggest books on my shelf.
How many pages is this chunker?
It's only like 600 and something.
You'd think it was a lot. It's 800 something.
800 something, Neva.
My bad. Well, I said on my Christmas haul, I was like, this is like 1,000-page book, and then I was like, oh no, it's not. It's only like 800.
That's because it looks
like it's not that much bigger than this book. It's not that much bigger.
Know about this.
Oh, we're reading it. Well,
I know. I mean, I need to read this.
The only reason that I'm able to do it this in just January with Brittany, honestly, and I think Brittany feels the same way, is because I grabbed it off of Audible. Because it's an Audible exclusive.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, I was already going to have to get Audible for Zodiac Academy because that is exclusive. You can't find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So then
I got it, the Priory book on Black Friday.
You got it on what?
Black Friday. Audible had it for $5.
Smart. See,
so I snatched it.
I know I want to read Priory with y'all, but I'm already reading some chunky books. Like I'm reading Addie LaRue, and that's over 400 pages. I'm reading, what was it? Ninth House, which is also, I think, like 400 pages. And then I'm reading this dark romance series with like these people, except for they're reading like the whole series, or like there's 5 books and they're reading 4 of them in January and 1 in February. Like they're reading a book a week.
What?
And I committed to that, but I'm not 100% committed to that because I just looked and book 1 is 560.
A book a week.
Yeah.
We're doing Zodiac Academy and we're reading like a chunk of chapters a week.
Yeah, it's like a whole series. Although it looks really good, and it's on my Kindle. And I have learned I read a lot faster on my Kindle.
Yeah, I do too.
Other stuff like so. I'm like maybe
I have yet to read a book from my Kindle, but soon.
Oh, you gotta read.
I read faster on my Kindle. My thing with Zodiac Academy is that it's because there's what is it like 5 books or something in the Zodiac Academy series, or 8 books, and then there's like the spin-off series, the Boys series.
Spin-off series,
and then there's another spin-off series. Like I just can't commit to buying them unless I actually like them.
I know, so I only bought book 1.
I will buy them physically and buy the book tabs to match.
Yeah, I only bought book 1, so I'm like, if I hate it or I don't love it, then I only have book 1.
My goal for next year is to upload 1 video a month because I don't even hit that currently.
See, Kelsey? You can
okay.
For next year is to do reading vlogs, and I'll just do 1 a week.
I need to map out all of my reads. Not my reads for the year, but like my videos, because I'm like, there's videos that I'm like, oh, I want to film this. Like in April, I was like, I'm going to Taylor Swift's concert, and I was like, oh, I want to read books that Taylor Swift like recommends for like that vlog, and then also vlog the concert. And I was like, crap, that means I have to read this book, and this book, which were not on my list initially, and means I have to force myself through another Sally Rooney, which I'm not excited for, because apparently Sally Rooney's like her favorite author, and I don't understand. But I'm just like, crap, I need to actually like sit down and map out specific videos, because I'm like, I don't have those books accounted for on my TBR.
Yeah, I have books. I have all the books for my project, the reading my friends' favorite books. I have all of those accounted for. I'm just trying to figure out. I think what I'm going to do is if I hit prompts or something where I can fit those books in, I'm just going to say, like, I'm going to read, this is just an example, Project Hail Mary, but I'm not going to necessarily elaborate on what it's for.
Yeah. Oh, are you reading Children of the Hill yet? I saw you got that.
It's over there on my Kindle.
I definitely do not have my videos planned out that in advance. I have January figured out in like the first week of February.
I don't even have all of January planned yet.
And then I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
goal for 2023, maybe try doing booktube channel. I feel like everyone should start a booktube channel in 2023. Honestly, I don't care if it's at my friend's house. Like, I'm gonna wear whatever I want, and no one's gonna judge me. Yep. So, honestly, main problem is I don't like socializing with people in person. Me either.
Truth.
Plan to leave a bit after midnight and not drink anything except maybe a small bit of champagne at midnight, and that's it.
See, I get the fake alcoholic sparkling champagne, like the apple cider or whatever. I'm like, oh, so good. Which I need to buy that tomorrow.
It gives you 4 to 5 more options if you don't like that month's picks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But like, what if you don't like the members' fave?
I know, right?
You know, that's my thing. I just feel like you should be able to pick whatever books are available on Book of the Month for your Book of the Month.
Also, there are so many times that I see people pick books and I'm like, I had no idea Book of the Month offered that because I've looked before for it and it's not there. But apparently every time like Book of the Month opens again, it reloads books.
I have noticed that I look at them and I don't see one and then I go back and I see it.
Yeah. If they can get more copies of the book, then they will. If they can't get more of the Book of the Month versions of the copies, then it'll just stay out of stock.
Has anyone tried, like, it's called Art of Arc Book Club or something like that?
That's what
I haven't yet.
Art of Arc?
I'm debating it.
Michelle did an unboxing on her Instagram, which is how I heard about it. And then I watched Lexi's TBR game premiere today, and she was talking about how they sent her a couple of books. I don't know if she's like an affiliate or what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I just don't have the money to do it this month, so I'm gonna start it next month.
I heard you can't skip with Art of Arc. Like, you're not able to skip and pass it to like the credit to the next month, like Book of the Month. So that's why I'm kind of like deterred about doing it.
And I think it's not the same cost Canadian.
I think it's a tiny bit cheaper.
Here it's a tiny bit more expensive. It's like $17.99.
Okay, here it's a bit cheaper, I think.
$15.99, which I guess
I think they ship in Canada for.
They do. They're Canadian.
I don't really care about the extra $2 personally. Yeah. But what deters me from Aardvark is that they only give you 5 options, and that's it.
And you have to pick because you can't transfer over from what I hear.
Yeah, these books that I see right now, I've never even heard of.
You get 5 options a month, and those are the only books you can pick from.
That was my issue with when I did look at it. Is I was like,
and you can't see the book options.
I was excited about.
You can't see the book options from what I can tell before you actually sign up. So I'm like, with Book of the Month, you can see them all, but
you can because
with Art of Arc,
you can make. So what happens is you make a free account. They don't charge you front. So you make a free account in order to gain access to seeing the books, and then when you want to start, because I have it on my phone. There's an app. I have it on my phone. I just made the account, and then if you click the book, you can read the synopsis and all that stuff, and then you can hit add to cart, and then it'll prompt you then to put in your card details. But you can't sign up without paying.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you only get the 5 or 6 books that they give you a month.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that you can pick from.
Yeah.
If that's the one thing that deters me, is I like being able to see the backlog.
And you can't switch over them. That would be fine if you could then move the credit to next month.
Yeah.
But you can't. So I'm I'm not.
Priory was on hardcover when it was first released. So I'm not.
I think it's also because they're just they're a pretty new company. I think they've only been around 6 months.
Yeah.
So they might add some of those things on the more they get more publishers and various things working with them.
Yeah, for sure.
So Priory apparently was hardcover when it was first released.
That could be true.
Because I've definitely seen people with the cover, the cover design is the same as our cover.
I've never seen it in paperback or hardcover, but that I'm sure that it was if people have seen it.
Most of my books are on my Kindle. I mean, I definitely have more books on my Kindle just because I use my Kindle for longer, but I have books up here now that I don't have on my Kindle.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna rebuy them. At one time I know in Canada you could get Priory hardcover. She likes Sally Rooney because Joe is in an adaptation of Conversation with Friends, probably.
Okay. That doesn't make me want to read it. I also have to read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier for that book log, and I have always wanted to read that.
Let me know when you're gonna read that, because that's on my. It's not on my 23 for 2023 because the only books on that are physical things that I already or are things that I already own. So physical or Kindle that I already own, or that I can access through Kindle Unlimited. If I can't access
I'm reading it end of March, beginning of April. I also have to read Eat, Pray, Love, and I want to die.
I'm not going to read that book. I have no interest in reading
what book?
Eat, Pray, Love.
Oh, I've read Eat, Pray, Love.
How is it?
I liked it. I
When
mean,
did you read it?
It's a little like I'm too tired to explain this. It's
predictable.
No, because it's just like, oh, she travels and like goes to see this.
It's non-fictional
guru in this setting, and it's just like a
competitive.
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
I just have no interest in that book.
It was fine. Like it's not amazing.
But like a lot of the other books that she recommended, I was like, I already read that. I'm like, and then her favorite was Normal People, and I was like, oh, I can't trust these Swizzle.
I will say though that I'm not a big nonfiction reader. Like I read very little nonfiction. So me not liking nonfiction should never be a reason to not read nonfiction.
And I think that's my problem is I like nonfiction, especially in audiobook form, because almost always the author is the narrator.
Yeah.
But I just Eat, Pray, Love just holds nothing for me. At some point, I am gonna read Where the Crawdads Sing, but this is
that book.
This is probably the only time I'm gonna mention it because controversy. But my grandma gave me the book like over Thanksgiving, and I didn't know how to explain to her that like I have no interest in reading it because of the controversy behind the author, which I dig into like on my own, and it feels like that's true. But so like this is probably the only time I'll mention it. Like I'm not going to write a review about it. I'm probably not going to talk about it in a vlog.
See, I read it before I knew it.
Same.
Yeah, so did Brittany. So it'll just be like a book that I read, and if I enjoy it, cool. But also like I'm probably not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Also, I saw the movie though because I just couldn't help myself,
I
absolutely loved it.
I did too. I actually liked the movie more than the book.
I cried. It was so good.
I haven't seen the movie. I did read the book.
After I read the book, I'll probably watch the movie because it's on.
I think we all 5-starred Where the Crawdads Sing, except Neva, who hasn't read it yet.
No, I like 4-starred it. I think.
Okay.
I have it right here.
Give it 4.
But my grandma read it, and I know she doesn't know the controversy because if she did, she would not have given this to me to read. I'm just saying. Like, I know my grandma well enough to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start this after I finish Catherine House so I can just, like, get it out of the way. Because I feel like I will maybe like it, even though isn't this historical fiction?
Yeah.
Yes.
It didn't read very much that way, though.
No.
The synopsis of this book I like. Like, the synopsis intrigues me. So, like, I think that I will like it. I just don't want to like problematic authors. You know?
I was honestly bored the first 1/3 of the book, though. Like, I don't know if it was just me, but, like, most of the beginning, I was, like, very, like, ready to DNF it.
See, I'm a person who is like totally fine with it just being like a character study in a book. Yes. We've talked about this before. I could have zero plot happen in a book, and I'm totally okay with that. I do, however, understand that is not.
I felt like it was setting, like so much about the setting and not as much character driven. Yeah, so that's what like I was like, I'm hanging on by a thread here, but like I pushed through and it was worth it. But
literally, my top 2 favorite books of the year were just character studies. Like that's all other people's.
I personally like character driven books. Like I don't necessarily need a ton of plot. But in order for me to enjoy a character driven book, I have to enjoy the characters. Yeah. Whether that means that I hate them because I'm supposed to, or I love them because I'm supposed to, it doesn't really matter. True. Yeah. Or if I'm supposed to believe that they're morally gray and I can go along with that, then cool. Like I don't have to like them, but I have to enjoy reading the character, or I'm like, I don't care about this. But also it makes me weary because the controversy around the author fits the synopsis of this book.
I don't even remember what the synopsis said
That makes
exactly.
me like uncomfortable.
Okay.
Because the girl in this book is accused of murder.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But the author is also suspected of murder. Which is what the controversy
True.
around is. And so like that makes me slightly uncomfortable, but like I'm gonna read it anyway. It's fine. Yeah, me either.
Yeah, well, I'm not either.
I didn't even watch the film.
I don't think I'll ever read this.
Brittany was like, I liked it, you guys.
I didn't. Well, it was fine.
Okay, see, it's just fine.
I 4-starred it. It was fine.
Oh, that's fine. 4-star.
Well, like for a
4-star is good to me.
for like a nonfiction. Yeah.
For nonfiction, I feel like that's good. Because like most people don't rate nonfiction.
True.
I only rate if it's a 5-star for nonfiction. If it's not a 5-star, I'm like, I'm not rating this.
But it doesn't read like nonfiction.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like Orange is the New Black. Or the book does not read like nonfiction.
Yeah.
Wait, is it nonfiction?
Orange is the New Black, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
okay, that's news to me.
But here's the thing: is I couldn't get into the show, and I think it's because
I love the show.
I only watched the show. I never read the book.
So here's the thing: I think I couldn't get into the show because I read the book first.
Yeah.
And they dramatized and took so
many
yeah.
That's the interesting part about it.
And I don't like when they do that with nonfiction. Yeah. Like if you're gonna take a nonfiction book and make it into a show, can we keep it true to the nonfiction book?
Yeah, that's why I had no idea it was nonfiction. Like I wouldn't have expected.
That's why I don't like that movie with Rachel Adams in it. Rachel McAdams, The Vow.
Oh yeah.
Because I read the book and then watched the movie, and they completely changed the movie. Like they changed names, they changed like sequences of events, and I was like, no, I can't. I hate everything.
I'm gonna have you peace because I'm fading.
Yeah, I was just about to do the same
let's
thing.
Just finish all these comments and go.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay, so that was the last comment was from Pat saying that she's not going to be reading Crawdads. And then also Chrissy said that she feels like she has to like every book I read. I definitely do not. Listen, I'm going to say it again before we go into 2023.
Yeah.
DNF is self-care. Okay. Brittany learned how to
DNF.
I did. I learned that this year.
I might this year, but
listen, if Brittany can learn how to DNF, anyone can. Okay.
I need to DNF more next year. I did DNF, but I didn't DNF.
I will DNF all of the books. Not all of them, but like my thing is this year, what I'm going to do though, is I'm going to keep track of what I DNF. Because on Storygraph, you can mark a book as a DNF. And it'll still count toward my pages goal. So I'm going to actually keep track of what books I DNF next year to see if there's a Eat, Pray, Love totally reads like fiction and supposedly autobiographical. I tried her fiction and couldn't read it.
Yeah. And I think that's it. She is a writer like of fiction before she wrote Eat, Pray, Love. Like she was a writer prior to Eat, Pray, Love. So her Eat, Pray, Love does not read like this is my life story. Okay. It reads like this is a story.
Right. Yeah. This is a story I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, friends, for hanging out with me. I'll see you
tomorrow.
2 of you tomorrow.
I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. Oh, well, I'll be in the comments, but I probably won't be joining. I'll see.
So Reni and I will be on Brittany's channel tomorrow. What is it? 10 a.m. Eastern?
10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
I'll put a link in the description.
Finish Magic Lies and Deadly Pies, and that's going to be my last book of the year.
I think I'm going to finish Catherine House tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to bed as soon as we're done this. Like,
I don't have the brain power to listen to any more of this convoluted story. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. And I'll see everybody next Thursday and also tomorrow. Right?
Yeah. And Wednesday on my channel.
Oh, yeah. And I'll be on Brittany's channel Wednesday evening. That's at 8 p.m.?
No, 5:30.
5:30. The normal time, just on Wednesday instead of Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Goodbye. Bye.